Emily Parker wasn't a programmer. She didn't come from Silicon Valley. She had no rich parents, no investors, and only one thing she couldn't afford to lose: her old laptop. Little did she know, that machine would eventually help her build a software company worth $180 million. But first, everything had to go wrong. At 29 years old, Emily was exhausted. Rent kept rising, student loans were piling up, and despite working nearly 70 hours a week, she still couldn't get ahead. One evening, while helping a local plumbing company organize invoices, she noticed something strange. The owner was drowning in paperwork. Appointments were missed, customers complained constantly, and employees wasted hours every week trying to find information. That's when Emily asked a simple question. "Why don't you have software that does all this automatically?" The owner laughed. "We can't afford those fancy systems." And that sentence changed Emily's life forever. She discovered something shocking. Thousands of small businesses across America had the exact same problem. Existing software was complicated, expensive, and designed for large corporations. Nobody was building simple tools for ordinary businesses, and Emily saw an opportunity, not to invent something revolutionary, but to solve a real problem. Most successful companies don't create needs. They solve frustrations. There was just one problem. Emily couldn't code, so she spent every night learning. For 8 months, she barely slept. She watched tutorials, made mistakes, started over, and slowly built a simple scheduling tool. It wasn't pretty, it wasn't perfect, but it worked. Reality hit hard. Business after business said no. Some laughed, others ignored her. One owner told her, "Nobody's paying for this." For months, Emily earned exactly $0. Most people would have quit, but instead of blaming the market, she asked customers what they hated, and their answers changed everything. Customers tell you how to succeed if you're willing to listen. After making dozens of improvements, something magical happened. A small plumbing company agreed to pay $49 a month. Emily cried, not because of the money, but because a stranger believed in her idea. Soon, one customer became 10, 10 became 100, and word spread. Just when things were taking off, everything crashed. Servers failed, customers lost access, phones rang nonstop, people demanded refunds. Years of work seemed ready to disappear overnight. Emily didn't sleep for 3 days. Instead of hiding, she called customers personally, apologized, and fixed the issue. Surprisingly, most customers stayed. People forgive mistakes. They rarely forgive dishonesty. By 2020, Emily's software served businesses in all 50 states. Plumbers, electricians, landscapers, HVAC companies, cleaning businesses. Her small side project had become a serious company. Revenue exploded. Investors started calling. But Emily remembered the struggle. She focused on customers, not headlines. Advertising attracts customers. Great service keeps them. 10 years after sitting alone in that tiny apartment, Emily's company was valued at $180 million. And the most incredible part, she still kept that old laptop, not because it was valuable, but because it reminded her where everything began. Lesson 1. Solve real problems. Lesson 2. Listen to customers. Lesson 3. Mistakes aren't fatal. Quitting is. Lesson 4. Trust is your greatest asset. And Lesson 5. You don't need perfect conditions to start. Sometimes, one laptop and one idea are enough. If Emily's story inspired you, subscribe to Finance Engine Blueprint, because the next billion-dollar idea could already be sitting on your desk.